Welcome to the BAM and Beyond podcast. If you're new here, this is the podcast where you learn more about BAM, the team, and everything happening within British Asian media and beyond.
We're a team of British East and Southeast Asian creatives who believe in the power of representation and sharing collective experiences to inspire and empower others.
Our goal is to entertain, uplift, and bring together the British Asian community, as well as to bridge the gap with the rest of the world.
My name is Nicole.
My name is Rey.
And my name is Simon.
And today is the final episode of the second season of the BAM and Beyond podcast. And what's more interesting is that we have gathered the three co-founders in today's episode. And I think this is the very first time.
How is this the first time, guys?
First time of all of us three. Can you imagine?
No.
We are wearing black to mourn the last episode.
Yeah.
To mourn the season. Although I think, Ray, I think I was supposed to get you for the first episode for season 1, but then I can't remember what happened. And then, anyway, we're here now.
We're here now.
A year of podcasting.
Honestly, it doesn't even feel like it. I feel like we've been doing it for time, you know? I feel like
that's
we've been
what
doing it for
lockdown
years.
does. Lockdown just makes time feel a lot more than
it is.
Yeah.
I feel like we aged
definitely.
I don't know, so much more than
years.
just 1 year.
Yeah, for real.
Although I do feel like when it comes, the lockdown birthdays don't count. I'm still
They don't.
27.
They don't.
I'm still 27. I'm just going to tell myself that.
Oh my gosh, I'm still 24 then.
I celebrated two birthdays in lockdown, but that's not...
Mm-hmm.
Actually, not really. The second one isn't. But still, anyway. Guys, what are we going to be talking about today?
Today, we're going to be discussing how it's been for the past year in terms of this podcast. And actually, it's been just over 5 years since we actually came together and co-founded BAM and Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to reflect on that a bit. And we're going to talk about future. What's coming up next for BAM in terms of content and events. We're very excited to share everything that's been brewing for the past several months.
Yeah,
for real.
So exciting.
For real. I'm mad excited.
So 1 year of podcasting, how's that been? Because I think we were all new to podcasting when we first started.
Yeah. I feel like I've always had a natural knack for podcasting anyway as a whole, just because I've hosted events and it feels like I'm just naturally talking. But like just seeing and reflecting at all the different episodes, seeing people just come out of their shells slowly but surely as they get more comfortable in the podcast. Like if you guys don't know, like Nicole and the girls started Your Bag, not your not your average British Asian girl, sorry. But yeah, it's been really cool to see like the girls just slowly once they got used to one another and they've just come out their shells talking about things that are quote unquote taboo. But yeah, it's just so nice to hear different perspectives, stuff that I would never expect to hear from people, like from the girls generally as a whole, but you see it and I think it's so dope to hear. But yeah,
it was fun. And there's more to come. Like, don't forget about In Your Bag.
Oh yeah,
please.
no.
Like, I feel like In Your Bag is obviously it's a part of BAM Beyond, but it's something that the girls and I really want to do, especially as Asian women. We need to empower each other.
I love that. Yeah, I've been like asking them for the past months, like, so Your Bag content doesn't have to be podcasts, can be, who knows? Maybe we'll talk about it later. I don't know. Maybe we'll see.
he knows.
But no, yeah, when we finally did like launch BAM 2.0, I think podcasting was one thing I wanted us to do, just for the sake of getting us into like a consistent rhythm of putting out content. And I know like doing it weekly for me was a big challenge of, I guess, having my own deadlines. And there have been some episodes which have been later than they should have been, but I'm only human. And again, maybe we can talk about this in a bit, but like we all have day jobs that we're trying to balance and boundaries and all of that stuff.
Yes.
But no, I have like having that kind of consistent-ish schedule, and it's so great when we're all organized in terms of that. Like, okay, we're recording this, and I'm like, okay, I have this amount of time to edit.
Yeah, it's really nice to see like the team come together and
Mm.
give the input on what we should talk about like per episode. And also to just see everyone's personality shine a bit more for our podcast, because obviously when the pandemic hit, we could no longer get together and do short films. And you know, that is actually where we came from. Like we
Mhm.
first started BAM by doing a lot more narratives,
Yeah.
and we had to adapt to the change, and podcasting was
Mhm.
becoming something really big.
Mhm.
And I'm really glad that we, you know, took the opportunity to do this. And I feel like it's really helped me get used to speaking in front of a camera again. And I'm not gonna lie, like when I first got my microphone, I felt very cool. Like
You
even
feel
when I
like
was making YouTube
official.
videos, I never had a microphone like this.
Oh yeah, because it's just like the shotgun microphones on the camera, isn't it?
Yeah, or like not
Mm.
even a microphone, it's just whatever you have on the camera.
Yeah. It's using the natural microphone of the camera.
Wait,
Literally.
Nicole. When we filmed one of your videos, the last videos while you were in the UK, yeah, you had the
Lapel.
which you connected to your phone, right?
Yes, I had it connected to my phone.
I love the
Smart thinking.
yes, being innovative, innovation points. Love it. But yeah, Sophia said the same thing. Like I think when she started jumping in the podcast, she was still kind of in her shell, and then
Yeah.
kind of
Definitely.
yeah.
I witnessed this because obviously part of season 2, while everyone was focusing on other projects, me and Sophia were like organizing it, and I was just seeing her. She is a machine. Like honestly, without her, I would have genuinely like struggled with like trying to organize what day to do these things. She goes, Ray, can you do this day? Can you do this day? I was like, yeah, I can do these days. It's like she was delegating, and I was just like, cool, I'm just gonna see when I'm available, and I'm more than happy to support. And she's just been such a workhorse. Like her, like literally her work rate is insane. And the fact she does that as well as speak so much on the podcast is to me was wow, development and growth. I mean, you'll get to see it in all of the team members anyway as a
Oh
whole.
yeah.
From compared to the first podcast they were all into their most recent podcast, you'll see how like much they've grown and developed, and their confidence in being in front of a camera and just talking as a whole.
So
Yeah.
true.
Unfortunately, not all of the members have been in the podcast recently, but I
Mhm.
mean, at the end of the day, we all have our own interests, as
Mhm.
well as, you know, handling our day jobs and like
Yeah.
studies and whatnot. But at least they've been in some, and it's been incredible, like getting to know how, like, kind of seeing like, oh, who is a really good speaker and who's like really good at, I don't know, doing other stuff. Like,
Mhm.
yeah.
Definitely.
No, I think
Okay.
when we started, but I don't think we would have saw ourselves doing what we're doing now.
Oh yeah, no.
No,
I think
no,
during the
for real.
first episode, which I recorded with Simon, we mentioned like one of the reasons why we also wanted to start was because like we used to have like these deep conversations, and at the end of every conversation, we'd be like, "Oh, we wish we caught that." But
Yeah.
then what I realized is it's just not quite the same, because with
Yeah.
podcasts we have to plan these things out, and we need to make sure that we're actually on topic.
Mm.
Mm,
And it's different from when we're all like IRL together
yes.
Mhm.
versus like you guys are like in a little box I'm staring at. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
it is definitely. Oh man.
Well, so that's been 1 year of the podcast, and 5 years since we started BAM. How do you guys feel?
where did the
feel
5 years go?
I feel like I've aged with BAM, you know.
We did. We grew up with BAM.
We definitely did.
Yo, like
5 years, 5 years of our time, and so much has happened. From what our core was, and to see how much we've evolved and grown into what we are now. Um, yeah, as someone who said yes on a whim. I said yes on a whim, and I am so proud of everything. No, but the thing is, I was so
Simon was
honored when
so
you asked
offended.
me. Like, I was so honored that you asked me because I wasn't expecting it, to be honest.
you
Like,
what?
Oh,
Oh,
like, I thought like, because obviously you knew my passion, and my passion is to act, and I thought that was like cool. Write me something write something for me, and I would do it, like just because I wanted to do it.
Mhm.
And I never thought that I would be able to, well, not be able to. I never thought that building a community would be something that was so core. Like I've always wanted to hang out with people and meet these people, but building one wasn't one of my things. Mine was just to be a part of it, you know. I wanted to be a part of a community. I wanted to find one. Then when you came and suggested that we should just build one for ourselves and build something for the British Asians, I was just like, maybe you're right. Maybe the whole reason is because we want to be a part of something, but we're not actually taking the initiative to do so. So that for me was one of the reasons why I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna just say yes to this, and here we are. From it, to think that it stemmed off something as one of the first videos that we made was the New Year's videos from prior to even BAM
Oh
existing.
yeah, pre-BAM days.
And then there was also Are They Single? If you haven't seen that, that is hilarious. One of the funniest videos of Simon. You'll hear him laugh no, and it's hilarious. But yes, plugging Are They Single as well. But yeah, and it wasn't, if it wasn't for Simon as well, and I probably wouldn't have refound my love for acting.
Aw.
So it's one of the reasons why I was like, I want to be part of the British Asians that are at the forefront of creating content, narratives as a whole. Obviously, after meeting Wong Fu in 2013, and then it took us another 3 years, 2 years even, to
Mhm.
start of like making content. And I was like, oh my gosh, let's do something. And then 3 years after that, bam. And then I got to meet Nicole. I got to meet all the two others, Tim and Grace. And then it was just like incredible to see where we've come from now. I never expected to be in the position we are today. I never expected us to be Twitch streaming just for like just chatting. Me and Simon talked about dreaming of us playing games together on Twitch. But now we're in this position where we're just live talking and people are interacting with us, which I think is insane. It's like hosting a live TV show. And who knows, in the future might be something that BAM end up doing. And yeah. But yeah, you guys I haven't heard from. I've been waffling for the past like, 5 odd minutes, but
I love
That's
hearing
nice
it.
to
just
hear.
the
Yeah.
journey as a whole is just, yeah, a lot's happened.
Well, Simon, I'd like to hear like how you feel and how you feel you've grown, especially from the beginning.
Oh, wow.
You've been through a lot.
Yeah. I mean, so like for me, there's been a lot of stuff behind the scenes in my life, and the one constant thing, I guess, of my quote unquote 20s has been BAM, as Ray was talking about it. And I feel like I've grown a lot since the first moment I was like to Tim, hey Tim, let's start something. And I guess because as we started, it was always that case where I recognized that I didn't want to make stuff on my own.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was going to ask for the support of my friends, then firstly, why would it be under my name? And then secondly, why aren't we just all in
Doing
it
it
together?
together.
Yeah,
Exactly. And I get like what Ray said. I think for me, what BAM means to me is, and what he pointed out is like, it was all about community when I think about it. And I guess us being creative together. But yeah, in terms of how I've grown, I feel like I'm a lot more kinder to myself. Even though there's times where I can still beat myself up when I can't get some stuff done, or if I don't keep the deadlines and stuff like that. But I guess having to kind of step up to make quote unquote like leadership decisions, that's something I'm still getting used to and very much still working on. And yeah, but then at the same time, it's like, because again, as we said, our roots is narratives, short films, telling stories. That's who we all collectively are in a deeper sense. But I guess over time I've kind of grown to be like, I've realized, I guess my passions have kind of evolved, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Like one thing I don't
Yeah.
mind sharing is like I talked a lot to the team about how I've become a lot more interested in the marketing side of stuff. 'Cause
Yeah,
in a
which is
sense,
so
it's-
interesting to me.
Yeah,
right?
for real.
And it's like,
for real.
because it's like it's still like telling, it's still, there's still the storytelling aspect to it. Because and at the end of the day, it's like, hey, we're making amazing content, and I want to make sure that people see it, and that's the
Mhm.
challenge that like I'm really thriving on. And because I also feel like there are members of our team who are a lot more passionate when it comes to, I guess, the hands in the dirt narrative filmmaking side of things, which I'm like, which inspires me to still obviously want to do that, of course. But I think, as we said, like being co-founders, being leaders to an extent, it's like it's. I remember there was a quote where it's like, oh, like hire people who are like better than you or smarter than you, kind of thing. I don't know if you've heard of that. Like surrounding yourself with
I've heard
people.
of something, yeah, along those
Yeah,
lines.
I found the quote. I'll share it. But like, yeah, that's been my mind process. So like, I wanna be surrounded by people who sort of complete the team. Does that make sense?
No,
I
I get
think the
you.
most important thing is surrounding yourself with people who can inspire you, motivate you,
Yes, definitely.
and that you can learn from.
Mhm.
In which
Yep, that's
case,
it.
like we have all three, like the people that we
100%.
found.
I learned so much. I've learned so much
Um,
in the past year. Like, oh my god.
I think maybe we should backtrack
Yes.
slightly, very
Mhm.
quickly, because Simon brought up the name Tim. And in case you guys don't know, or if you know, then hello, shout out to the
OGs.
OGs.
Shout out to the OGs.
Besides from the three of us, we did also co-found BAM and Beyond with two other members, Tim and Grace. And yeah, I mean, we've been here for 5 years now, and we did take a break in between before we relaunched BAM and launched what's essentially now like BAM 2.0. And you know, we're in our 20s, life happens, people are growing, we go down different journeys. And although they are no longer a part of BAM and Beyond, like we're ever so grateful that they were there from the beginning.
For real.
We have like insane memories with them, and it was so much fun because when we first started, like everyone could just get together, gather up,
Yes.
and create in person.
Mhm.
So I think personally for me, like the biggest difference between the like original BAM and Beyond and BAM 2.0 is that you know you can still create even when you're not together in person. But I think like back when we first started, it was so fresh, it was so much fun and so exciting. And not only that, I was the youngest member back then, and now I'm the oldest girl within the team. So this time round, it's been very interesting and a lot like a huge learning curve.
Yeah.
Like what
Yeah.
Simon said, like we've had to kind of step up and kind of play
Mhm.
somewhat of a leadership role. Not to say that they're under us or
No,
whatsoever,
absolutely
No,
but
not.
not at
just
all.
to, I mean, at the end of the day, like whatever you're doing, whatever project you have, whatever company is running, you need to have certain people to be able to like delegate and to like
Yeah.
bring the ideas together and like put it down, have it organized and whatnot. So yeah, that is how things have developed, and I'm very happy that we've been able to experiment so much with different content. And I think this year especially, we've been able to figure out what kind of things we do enjoy and don't enjoy.
Yes.
100%.
So hopefully we can continue down a path where we will keep loving whatever we're doing, because
Yes.
what we're passionate about, like we're definitely going to keep that on the table
Mhm.
and make it even better.
Definitely. Always room for
Love
growth.
that. Yeah.
I feel like similar to what Nicole said, it's just like always gonna be just. I feel like what we've done as a whole is just surround ourselves with people we want to be like, and we've just developed and grown so much. I mean, that's my life mantra anyway. I surround myself with people I want to be like. If someone is super hard working and I find that super admirable in them, I want to hang out with them more. I want to surround myself with it so that I pick up their work ethic. So them type of things. I feel like within the BAM team, I've been able to
Oh my
like
god.
push myself a little bit more. I used to be like, oh, I'll do the bare minimum, and now I'm just like, what more can I do? What more can I add? If there's anything I can do to support,
Mm.
yeah, I want to be able to do so.
And I really love how mindful we are of
Mm.
of everyone in the team, because it's like, as like we've repeated, it's like we all know that we've all got our day jobs and all that stuff, and mental health and personal stuff can come up, and we're so I guess we're so understanding because we're all going through it at the same time.
Hello,
So
there's
true.
a pandemic going on.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, exactly.
Yeah, but I really appreciate the culture that we've built for our team. Not to say that we're like perfect, like no, there
Yeah.
are absolutely like difficult
Perfect.
times and moments that have taught us an incredible amount.
Yes.
We have our day jobs and certain members are still studying. Although one of them has just graduated. Congratulations, Phoebe.
Congrats, Phoebes. We're proud
Go
of you.
Phoebe, we're so proud of you.
But yeah, like, you know, work,
Mm.
life, relationships, like there's so much more to juggle outside of BAM and beyond. So when there are times when we're not so active, we do apologize, but please be understanding.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw in a question which we didn't write down. Where do we see BAM in 5 years?
I really, really want us to have an actual studio within London.
I want, yeah. I want an, office space / studio in London. I see myself thanking BAM on live television. Just
Interesting.
just for building me up and just guiding me in terms of like being able to just develop myself as a whole. So I see myself and be like, hey guys, I'm good, and just and then imagining taking friends on a tour in our studio. But yeah, yeah, I feel like it's just gonna be great. But yeah,
So
We're gonna be in our 30s by then.
that you know what I've come to terms with this. I've come to terms with the fact that I'm going to be 30 soon. But
we'll be thriving more than ever.
We'll be thriving more than ever.
Thriving 30s.
Okay. That's the new hashtag, guys.
That's the
Hashtag if you've watched the episode, Thriving 30s.
What about you, Simon? 5 years time, where do you see us?
Studio space, office. I see us making a lot more of what we want to do. I really want to say a movie.
Wow.
I really want to say a movie with Rey in the headlines as well.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I personally I don't know what the future holds for me a week from now even, but I guess I just, again, as you said, Nicole, I guess the company culture, I think what I see for us then will be kind of, I want us to still feel very like homely, very family. Very family. Is that very family? Anyway,
I see us having a full creative team, but sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I have like so many goals for. I kind of imagine in far future like BAM and Beyond becoming like like an umbrella kind of thing, and then stuff under it.
Yes.
That's how I'd see it. Like I would love us. I guess maybe slowly or by 5 years from now, taking the steps to become more of like, I guess, a media network. Like maybe supporting content creators and stuff like that as well. But
yeah, as well as small businesses. Honestly, there's so much that we want to do.
Yeah.
Like
when will we ever like complete them all? But I think also like
small steps.
We will be continuing with our, you know, community, trying to build it, empower everyone, our fellow Asians, and meet lots of similar-minded people.
Oh my God! Wait, 5 years, we're gonna have a massive Asian August event. Yeah.
Oh, that
in person.
Yeah.
In person. Yes.
But yeah. No,
Speaking of Asian August, since Simon just brought it
oh
up.
wait, transition.
Have you heard about Asian August before? Well, in case you haven't, Asian August is a month-long event that provides an opportunity for the East and Southeast Asian community to showcase our sense of identity being Asian and for us to highlight and be proud of who we are. And last year, we actually celebrated Asian August with a focus on the theme of home. And this year, we are bringing it back with the theme of identity. Given the circumstances of everything that has happened since the pandemic began, this is another chance for us to empower and unite the Asian community. That's very soon. It's under a month's
Oh, it's in a
time.
month
Oh
time,
my
a few
gosh.
weeks.
Few weeks time, like yeah, 3
Exciting.
weeks. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, the stuff
Last
we
year
had
was
lined
so
up
much fun. Yeah,
last year was a lot of fun.
it was.
And to think last year we only gave ourselves a month to prepare because we were like, let's just do it.
Was it a month though?
It was.
I
I thought it
don't
was July.
like, barely.
Barely. Was
Yeah.
it? Wait, it was July though. So that's like the month before, which is what.
Okay, so like half a month. Yeah.
Yeah, half a month.
So when it comes to next year, we'll give ourselves 3 months, and then
Yes.
slowly it will.
Add an extra month.
Build it
each
half a year. Add in half a month each year.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I had a peek at the schedule, the content lined up. It's all I'm saying. If you're not following us on all of our social media platforms, you should get to that.
Yeah, you don't want to miss out because there's going to be a lot of exciting things that's going to be happening.
Mhm.
There are going to be events. Well, everything's going to be based online, unfortunately, but it will still be fun. Okay.
Yes, I agree.
You can like meet new people. You can like hear other stories from other fellow Asians. And we have some really, really fun content and collaborations coming up. All will be announced very soon.
Mhm.
But for now, I think you should go and follow us on our social media platforms. And I mean, I'll plug it in right now. We'll also plug it in later. But you can
Mhm.
find everything at www.bamnbeyond.com. That's bamandbeyond.com.
Yes, and also we will be using the hashtag Asian August a lot.
A lot.
So, yeah, you'll be able to find stuff there as well when
Yes.
it gets to that. But
Yeah.
uh,
I think I got a little bit too excited about August though. We just skipped ahead
Yeah.
by a couple of weeks. There is
It's okay.
something else
In between
to be
that,
announced.
it's all right
In
because it's
between
gonna be part of Asian August as well. I feel like it's gonna be
Yeah.
we're integrating it within Asian August as well. So I'm super excited about this. I've had the joy of supporting and helping a little bit with this particular project. We announced it a few weeks back. If you don't know about TA or acronym TA, otherwise known as Together Apart, ooh, that title alone just puts me in my feels. But if you do not know, we are very, very close. We have finished the majority of the filming. We are very, very close to releasing. Prologue should be out very, very soon. Shouts to the team who are working tirelessly behind the scenes. Yeah, shouts to them.
Yeah, we'll reveal the full cast.
We'll reveal the full
closer to-
cast
but,
soon come.
I mean, Ray, you've had the pleasure to work with most of them now. How,
Yes,
they're like-
yes. And just bear in mind, guys, these guys are not actual actors, but the talent, the time that they've taken to one, learn their lines, to just be incredible to work with. Really, they've been so easy to work with. And the fact that like even though it's like super professional, like we're just recording and stuff like that, we can crack a little laugh here and there, be like, how do you think that went? I was like, and yeah, the cast are so easy to work with. So you guys, again, when we do the full cast reveal, and all the people behind the scenes, so obviously people who've been working behind it, obviously Simon's done a lot of like the graphics and stuff with it, with support from Nicole. We've also got like Jem and Sunny, who have been powerhouses, Geo as well. Yeah, they've been incredible. So shouts to you guys working on the TA project. I have so much love for you guys. You guys have made my life with working with the cast so much easier. If I didn't have all of the little documents in front of me, oh man, I would have been a shambles.
Sophia's influence is just
Yeah, Sophia's influence, low key, with the organization. But yeah, it's been great. But yeah, TA very, very soon. We're going back to our roots slowly but surely again.
yes.
We're going back to our narrative roots. We haven't forgotten it. So guys, you're gonna see us soon. Bam's coming back, and more projects.
The OG Bam.
Yeah, OG Bam's making a little peek back. Yes, heck yeah, and obviously Asian August.
Exciting.
Yeah, exciting.
I'm like, I think the one thing that I love so much about TA that I had the pleasure of also supporting, the soundtrack. Oh my the talent we have on the soundtrack, like this, you guys are gonna all add this playlist to your favorites because like we've got a lot of talent from I'm gonna say around the world. But yeah, that's enough for now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am not really a part of this particular project, but I know that the team have been working tirelessly trying to get this out, and I'm really excited. I've read the scripts. It was really fun doing the script reading, actually.
Yes.
But that's about it. So I can't
but to
wait.
see it all like actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking
just to
forward
see
to the
how
most.
it's like all put together, because I think like everyone kind of envisioned it in their own way.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see like how it's really put together.
Yes.
Coming. Well, we can say coming this summer. Well, it is summer. So
It is
yeah,
summer.
it is.
Already.
It's coming very, very soon.
Real soon, real soon.
Real soon, real soon. Yeah. Wow. Wow. We breezed through this.
We sure did.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
Well,
There is.
there's Asian August, and then after Asian August, it's like what's
What is
next?
after?
Well,
What is after?
What is
August?
after?
Wow, this is also extremely exciting. I mean, I wish it was like Asian every month and not just Asian
Yes.
August.
Yeah, word.
But in case you've not heard yet, our friends at Be Seen has been working on starting a nationwide movement to establish East and Southeast Asian Heritage Month UK. And we're very excited to announce that we, as BAM and Beyond, are an official partner this year. And there will also be jam-packed programs of shiny EC events all over UK and online. So for example, there are going to be events in London, Cambridge and Bristol, hopefully somewhere up north as well. And this is all going to be announced at the start of August. So join in on. Also fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've got some content lined up for that.
Yes.
But to see as well who the other partners are, it's like to have our name alongside their names. It's
Yeah.
like
I am in
so
awe.
cool, so cool. And I guess I mean, here's one thing we've reflected on is how far us as like the British Asian community has come since we started BAM.
Yes, definitely.
Like it's come a lot, especially in the past 2 years, I'd say. Like,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
feel like a
yeah.
lot more in the last 2 years. Because I feel like we were all little spread out sporadic groups, but now we're like sort of coming together again. Like, you know what? Like, why are we doing it separately? We're one one close knit community. We know people from different teams to different areas and whatnot. And now we're in this position. We're like, hey, let's just make. And that for me is just awesome. I think the whole building each other up is something that we've always been passionate about here at BAM.
agreed.
And just to see it with other people as well, they also want to do that. And it's just like, yo, we're gonna be a part of this. And I'm so proud of us as a team to see where we started to where we're now getting invited to be like, hey, you're now an official partner for the Be Seen like East Southeast Asian Heritage Month. I'm just like, what? This is crazy.
Yeah, like even though everything started so digitally within the past 2 years, it's been really nice seeing everyone meet up in person and posting it on social media, like all these different organizations to represent the EC community. I'm just like even though we're apart, we're still together, you know?
Did you just
And,
pump our show?
I did. That took you a
love it.
little like a
I
moment.
was like, okay, got it, gotcha.
Together
I love
apart.
it. I love it. Yeah, I think because when we started, we were like, I guess one of the few kind of
Very few. We were
Yeah,
essentially
early on.
like, I think it was like a few of us YouTubers
Yes.
and their friends, like creative friends. And we
Mhm.
were just like, why aren't there more people? Like, why isn't there like a bigger thing? Like, we want to be kind of like the British version of Wong Fu.
or Wong
Yeah.
Fu are the American version of Bam
Of
and Beyond.
us. Yes.
Oh, but it's just that they started like how many years before?
10 years before us.
Not sure it works that way.
Hey, I mean, although like this is a bad joke, but like, when like our audience is young, when you mention Wong Fu and they're like, "Who's that?"
And we're like,
Well, yeah, for real. Like they'd be like, oh yeah, basically, bam. Oh, the American version of. I'll frigging crack up if
whoa,
that.
imagine people
Can you
actually going to
imagine? Because
react.
because we're a little bit younger, a little bit newer. It's gonna flip that way
Yeah.
and be like, who were your inspirations? We're gonna be the ones saying Wong Fu and be like, who?
But
yeah.
then maybe I guess we're gonna be that generation's Wong Fu in a sense.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's
exactly.
exciting to say. Yeah, I'm really excited because
Yeah, same.
I feel like because there's so much we have coming, and I just feel like our team right now is like we're slowly getting to, I guess, reaching our like 100 like potential full efficiency and stuff, and
Yes.
and I'm glad that you guys are still with me.
I'm glad we're still together.
Same.
Not apart.
Love.
This I can't hold the mic and do heart with both
It's okay.
hands.
You're like, claw.
Hello.
But yeah, no, that I'm just kind of I'm kind of annoyed that it's like the only one we've done together. Like what?
Oh, we'll do more together.
We'll do
don't you
more. We'll
worry.
do more. Don't you
Yeah,
worry.
season
Now
3
this is
will come when it comes, but we have a
Yeah,
lot of
for
other
real.
exciting stuff that will come before that. But
I genuinely feel
Yeah.
like it's so much fun when it's us three. It's because it's just like so much that we have done together, and then there's like because we know each other as well. Like we bounce off each other. It's just like, oh, this is cool, and oh man, nostalgia is just really hit. I can't wait until we get to all see each other again.
I know.
Me
Like
too.
I can't wait for that.
in my head, I was like, yo, like, because guys, I actually bought mics to have like podcasts with people in the same room that I haven't used because of this damn panna cotta, and it's okay because I bought everyone mics and our audio is good, but we're just not together.
Yeah.
We'll be able to use it
Soon.
one day,
Soon
yeah.
come, soon come.
Soon come. Soon come.
But yeah, in terms of I guess our future content, so just stay updated. Wait, Nicole, did we talk about the website? We did plug the website.
We didn't. We have a new website launching real soon as well. Basically, there's just loads of exciting things happening.
Lots.
So
Yeah. Just stay updated.
Updated. That's all I can say for now. Right.
Yeah,
I think it's time for us to say our goodbyes.
I don't want this to end. No, this season's gonna
Hey,
end.
you're the one who's editing it, so you're gonna see this episode and be like, oh wow, that's pretty long.
It's good.
Yeah,
that's fine. But yeah, future Simon, you got this.
You got this.
Yeah, guys, if you'd like to support our endeavors, especially with Agent August, you could buy us a bubble tea at coffee.com/bam, but that's KO FI.com//BAM. I had to really think about spelling that.
Otherwise, you could just head to our website because all of our links are on there on www.bamnbeyond.com, bamandbeyond.com. Head to our website. All of our links are there. You'll catch us on our coffee. You'll buy us a bubble tea if you wish to support us. Purchase our merch. All of our information is on the website. So again, thank you so much. We'll see you
And
there.
if you haven't visited the Bammy Cafe yet, I don't know what the heck you're doing. Make sure you do because we also opened up a resort, which you should definitely check out.
Because it's summertime.
Because it's summertime. And we're here to have fun, play games. Cool. Thanks. I hear the music playing in the edit right now. So thank you for joining us this season.
Thank you so much.
We will see you again soon on another platform.
Take care. We love you.
Bye.
Thank you for the
Love
support.
you.
Bye.